first question, your name, obviously.
Yeah.
So your name's Nathan Newman.
Right.
All right. So what kind of car do you have, Nathan?
I have a 72 Ford Ranchero 500.
And so, what was your dream when you bought this? What was your goal for the car?
Well, see, when I bought this about 2 years ago, my dad sent me an email about this, and when he showed me the pictures, it was just beat up, covered in dust. This thing probably hadn't come out like in the crane yard where I found it. It probably didn't come out for like 10 years or something. And when I saw it, I was like, I want to make that mine. I wanted to really just ever since I was a little kid, I wanted an old car. I wanted something classic. So in that, I saw this and I was like, I want to make it my own. I want to restore it and bring it back to life.
So walk us through some of the things on your car. What's special about it? What makes it unique to you?
Well, one thing that's unique, this thing hardly ran when I first bought it, so I pulled everything out of the engine compartment, rebuilt it or replaced it, and then put it back in. It still has the original 351 Cleveland engine, super out carb, 4C transmission. All that's original. Along with some newer components like a 3-row radiator, which basically means it's never going to overheat. I also have things like, I'm working on an electronic distributor right now because, why not? But yeah, things like that. Also, one thing is I also like records, tapes, all that stuff. So for me, I also wanted to bring something back to the 70s. So I have an 8-track tape player inside that actually works. And I love to listen to things like the Beach Boys, the Beatles, stuff like that. So I have a few tapes by them. I just play them.
All right. So you said the car was all in dust when you found it. It was just destroyed. What have you done to it so far that just makes it, yours? Makes it so that you've customized it to, bring it back to its former glory?
Well, one thing is I repainted it. Obviously, originally it was an Earl Scheib paint job, which if you don't know, that was like a $20 paint job in the 70s. So got it repainted with one of the original stock colors, which was a medium blue poly, actually, with a little bit of metallic in there, just to give it that nice sparkle. Very, because back then cars always came in all sorts of different colors, so I wanted something that would really pop. That also, I've done things like I redid most of the interior. I'm still working on it. Got to put in the headliner. Got to redo the seats. But I put in all new. It used to be a blue interior, and that didn't really match too well with this blue color. Maybe if it was a different blue, then it would have matched. But I thought it cool, just jet black would look awesome. So I repainted the dash, put in new carpet, new kick panels, all that stuff. So changed that completely. And then put in BFG white letter tires, because then again, I also want this thing to look like it came straight out of the 70s. So I have that, and it also has the Western Turbine 2s that were super popular back in the 70s. I'd say another thing too is that
so you talk about you want this to look straight out of the 70s. Do you take it to the beach? Do you take it far drives? Do you take it on long drives, or do you just kind of keep it local? No.
Last weekend I went to Laguna Beach. It was awesome down there. Great. It was the last week where it was 80 degrees down there. So beautiful sunset out there. Just drove it down, went down to Crescent Bay, and it was great. Yeah.
Future plans.
All right.
What's your future plan?
Future plans. Well, one thing is, of course, finish the interior. I'm actually hoping for this Christmas to get a new audio system for them. Thinking about an all-new Pioneer, maybe JL. Thinking about that. I'm also working on trying to get one. I've replaced the windshield, but I also want to replace the other windows, being that the side windows are really scratched up, and the back one does have a few chips in it. So I would like to replace those and get those resealed. That I need to get the bumpers fixed because they're a little bit dinged up here and there, and they need to be re-chromed. But all in all, that's pretty much what I want to do. I might also restore the wheels as well, being that they are from 1977. So, do that.